What's up guys, Gaming Master here, bringing you another video. And it's been a while, hasn't it? Anyway, this is the starting screen for Pokémon Legends Arceus. Released about a month or two ago, wild for the speedrunning community. But especially difficult to do. I'll get over why in a minute. But I haven't seen anyone else done this. I haven't seen anyone else do this yet, and I thought my words aren't really working at the moment. My words really aren't wording. Anyway, I thought that for people that can't go on speedrun.com, the official speedrun website, or people who don't understand the one full game guide, or the one guide of the game on speedrun.com, for YouTube to be a good place to show how to do it. Now, I'm just going to be hopping in here while I'm still saying some things. And as I said, I haven't seen anyone else do this. So, yeah. The one guide on speedrun.com is from someone called It's Victor, who, as of what these notes say that he made, has the current world record in this game with 4 hours, 10 minutes, and 10 seconds, which is really impressive. So now while you're seeing me doing this is the most basic bit of the speedrun. But I will be going slow, so you can see there, I just called myself 1 by pressing A, then plus, and then pressing A again, and spamming A again, because that's, as of what I know, the fastest way to do this bit. So now, the reason this game is so difficult to speedrun is that, and at this bit, when it gets dark, you want to press the plus button and then the X button, as that's what allows you to skip movies, which is actually really good. So what makes this game so difficult is that in usual Pokemon games, you're able to glitch stuff like in Bloody Diamond Shining Pearl. However, in this game, the loading zones work differently. So it makes it really difficult to do things because you can't glitch past them. Because you can glitch past the catching tutorial, but you can't continue properly because it's set up in a way that you can't skip things or cutscenes. And also, areas are locked with points, with you needing 8,500 to unlock all the areas, which you do need for this game. And research points are fairly difficult to get, which is fairly annoying when finding out how to do this. But it also allows there to be really creative ways to get said points. Now I continue doing this really basic bit that doesn't need much explanation. I'm going to quickly explain some more of how the notes are set. Also run in game. Yeah, that's an amazing note. Okay, so the way these notes have been set down is there are 5 different things. There's normal notes, which is just ways to speed the route to speedrunning the game. Pokemon Legends Arceus, obviously. However, then there's other extra things that's been put in that I will always read and take note of. So that's backup options, They are slower options, obviously, that you can utilize to make up for points you missed elsewhere in the run. Say if you miss catching a Bidoof, which we do quite a lot of at the beginning of the speedrun. The backup is something that lets you get those points back, or maybe even gain more points. Situational tasks, they are an option to either complete a previous unfinished task or start a beginner task. Basically, it always depends, but it always helps. There's also a bonus, which is, and I explained situational way too long. An option to either complete a previously unfinished task or to start a beginner task. Say you're behind on evolving. Like, there's a part in this run, I'll always use bits from this run that I know of and remember. In this run, we need to get a Beautifly and whatever it evolves into. Oh, just quickly, with this area, it doesn't matter what order you go in, but I always prefer to go Cyndaquil, as it's in the rocks and the hardest to find. Then I go to Oshawott because it's the closest, and then Rowlet because it's the best one. Yeah, it's the best one. Don't fight me. So in this run, we need to get both of Rumple's fully evolved forms, Beautifly and Dustox. However, there are situational areas there, which is like, if you don't, in case you don't have both of them. So, like, the one time I did the beginning of this run, that I didn't have time for because of stuff, there were situational things that helped me complete the task. But there's also situational tasks that help you start the next task if you finished the current task. There's bonus options, they're bonus routes. They're fast options that only appear some of the time. Not the majority of the time, some of the time. They're incredibly rare. So like Eevee spawning, that doesn't happen all the time. Or Mandunia spawning, that doesn't happen all the time. Bonus options and things are like catching one of those and stuff. And then finally the safety options. They're options that make the run more consistent, but they can be skipped if you're willing to make the run, if you're willing to risk the run. But it can also make sure you don't make it to 5 stars in time. It's recommended for the beginners. And there's another note down below, before it says the beginning of the run that I've memorized slightly. It says that if we play this route with no mistakes, no bonuses, and skip Chatot due to an early Togepi, I don't 100% know what that means at the moment, you'll have about 8100 to 8200 research points, meaning you need to finish at least 2 extra Pokemon, which is 200 points each, to finish the run. Either bonus, backup, or safety things. However, it is common to accidentally leave 1 to 2 Pokemon unfinished, which would require a third level 10 Dex entry. These could potentially be, and there's some Pokemon below. I'm just going to read them out for you because get as much information as we can. These can either be Eevee, Mime Jr., Kricketune, Turtwig, Vulpix, Chatot, Golduck, Cleffa, Turtwig plus Golduck. So Turtwig and Golduck is the safest and most consistent option available. However, the fastest singular ones are Kricketune, Vulpix, Golduck, and Cleffa. So if you ever need one, and only one, those are one of the ones. One of the ones. That doesn't sound like an actual phrase. one of the ones to do. Those are the 4 best ones to do. There it is. And now, as you can see, me just talking about how this game is put together, which means it's difficult to play, and talking about how this is set has already got us 10 minutes into the video. That's half as much as what I'm hoping the whole videos to be in this series. Maybe 22 minutes. That seems more normal for a YouTube video. I don't know why. So here we've obviously caught the Pokemon, and now we've put up the Arc phone. It showed us where to go, but we didn't properly read that because that's not what speedrunners do. And now this is our rival for the game. We do battle her or him. It changes depending on your character's gender, as it always does in Pokemon games. We do battle them a fair amount of times. We do battle a lot of people a fair amount of times. We battle noble Pokemon, and the other bunch of Pokemon, white Pokemon, those ones, a small amount of the time. I don't know where this is going, but it's going somewhere. Anyway, so after that, obviously, the Professor Laventon comes, just introduces us, and Captain Cylene, Cyrus's the evil villain of the Sinnoh region games, is great grandmother, minus a few of those great, because this is only 200 years in the past, surprisingly. Comes, says about us, and does this. I'm just doing this to explain some things. If you haven't played the game, seen the game, you're just doing this because you want to watch it. And that I understand. So, believe it or not, this starter, the best starter in game for this one, isn't what you expect. It's not what I expected, definitely, but it might not be what you expect. So, using only noble Pokemon types and the right Pokemon types that you fight, and that one Alpha Kricketune that you fight, Oshawott is super effective against. So it's super effective against Kleavor, as it is Rock and Bug. It is super effective against what else? It's super effective against Ursula, since Ursaluna even, as Ursaluna is a ground type and a normal type, I think. It's super effective against what other level Pokemon are there? What other Pokemon do you find? There's 3 more. Technically there's 4 more. It's not super effective against Lilligant. It's super effective. It's 4 times super effective against Arcanine, which is fairly good. It's also super effective against none others. Those are the only 3 things that you fight as part of the main story, the proper main story. That Oshawott super effective against. But then moving on to Rowlet, it is a grass flying type. It's super effective against the Kricketune at the beginning. Surprisingly, grass is not super effective against Kleavor. I thought it was, since it was part rock type, but I guess it's also part bug type. So that kind of counters that, which is probably a reason why I was so surprised. It is super effective against Lilligant. That's the first major Pokemon fight that it's good in. Well, else is a super effective? It's not super effective against any of the others, so Rowlet is actually not that good in the true main story. I say true main story as in noble Pokemon and the right Pokemon and stuff, because those are the ones that the people say that you need to beat before you go in on the expedition to do so. or other main story Pokemon and things you need to beat. No one does. No one says that. As of what I know. And finally, Cyndaquil, it is super effective against Kricketune, it is super effective against Lilligant, and it is super effective against, the final one, Avalugg. However, because of one of its 3 strengths being the Kricketune, I don't think that that's very good, since using only noble Pokemon is only strong against 2, Ryle is strong against 2, and Oshawott is strong against 3 of them. So that's just, if you couldn't tell already, that means Oshawott is indeed the best starter for speedrunning in this game. Which is sad for me and all my other Rowlet fans out there, as Decidueye is my favourite Pokemon of all time. So, it was kind of a like, what? Oshawott, this guy that evolved into a, what was it again? Oh yeah, Water Dark type. Like Greninja. He's the best? I mean, I don't know. Wait, dark. Does that have to do with anything? No, it does not have to do with anything. Oh yeah, also, Rowlet is weak to Avalugg. Oshawott's only weak to none of them. Lilligant. Oshawott's only weak to Lilligant. And Electrode, okay. But Oshawott is the best starter, as it is super effective against 3 out of the 5 noble Pokemon. Yeah, that's the only reason why it's the best starter, honestly. However, technically, Rowlet is super effective against Avalugg as well. Because I've been saying just about their typings, I've never considered their final evolved typings, with the Decidueye being a grass and fighting type. I'm rambling on this video about this game. But when there's nothing to do like in the beginning of the game, just except for mashing A, there's really nothing to do except for mashing A. So the main thing there is just talking about the game and explaining everything. So this bit, obviously, you don't want to run straight forwards. You want to run a bit to the right. I'm saying the stupidest things and the most obvious of the things. So saying obvious things isn't really that good. So now after this, Professor Laventon gives you Oshawott, because Professor Society, I'm seeing how much I know from memory of this. I played through this game once, but I've seen other people play through, and I've sped-run a few times, because Professor Silene goes on to, like, give you a Galaxy Team entry trial to catch 3 Pokemon, and Professor Laventon thinks it's a good idea, to, give you a starter Pokemon, to help you throughout the journey, which it really is, but also it really isn't, because given someone that you don't know if you can trust or not, a Pokemon that you guys consider dangerous flipping creatures, it's like, not a really good idea. I just changed, like, languages 73 flipping times during that 1.5 minutes. Wow. So now, there's one thing that happens before we enter, the brilliant Obsidian Fieldlands, with my beautiful blue passport. We meet Volo. He is a merchant, and if you know, you know. If you don't know, you do not know. For those who don't know, do not yet know, because it is a spoil to do with this character that you find out in the post-game. End of the post-game. Right end of the post-game. But for those that don't know, you don't know. And I won't tell you. All I'm saying is it's a plot twist. Or is it? Who knows? It might not even be about Volo, it might be about Irida. Or I don't know. Or Professor Laventon. Or Benny. or another character. Also, I can move around doing this. I like that. Yeah, this battle really isn't much. However, it does guarantee a level up for your Pokemon. Except if the low chance that your Pokemon does indeed do the fainting. Or in other words, for you Mischief Harry Potter fans out there that have watched that one Snape and Voldemort video, do the death. So, unless your Pokemon does that, then there is a 100% chance your Pokemon will level up. Which is a very good thing. Very good. And very nice. So then obviously Viola leaves. Akira, or the other one, I don't know who the other one is, speaks to you, saying like, let's get a move on, yeah, let's go. There's a wild Pokemon to explore or something, I don't know. No, that's what Professor Oak says, at the beginning of Red and Blue. Why do I know that? So I'm just going to move your castle down there. So then, my voice is dying due to illness, which is a big shame. For those new to the channel, I do talk a lot and ramble a lot, and for some reason make videos when I'm ill a lot. But if you like the content, please do subscribe. I do not want to lose subscriber. So this is the area that I'm going to stop this video. I think it's really good, showing the beginning, saying the way this works, and stuff like that. However, I will record the next video right after this, obviously, but I will release them slightly apart. Also, obviously. This game, fairly complex to speedrun. Gone over all that, and it is a good game and all. And continue watching the series, because who knows, you might learn a thing or two about this game. Maybe not, but maybe you will. Anyway, like, subscribe, and Gaming Master out.